Yo, what's good YouTube? Welcome back to another video of mine. And today, my boys, as you can already see, I bring you a Mafex figure. I had to switch it up because I'll be showing off hella Tamashi Nations, hella SH Figure Arts, so I'm gonna switch it up. And my boys, I got the freaking black suit Spider-Man, man. This thing is going to be peak. So before we take this guy out, let's just take a look at the sick ass packaging. Because I really love how they did it with this figure. I love how they added the comic book page right here. I don't know if this is actually from an actual comic, actually. All right, let me check. Or if it's just for this figure, but yeah, it looks sick. And then also I noticed that it says Mafex 147. Is this the 147th action figure they've done, or I don't know, is this like a reference, or am I just tripping? I don't know, guys, let me know if you know. But we get a little sick ass preview of this guy with his cute backpack on. Look at that, man, looks sick. Freaking The Amazing Spider-Man Marvel Mafex right there. Yeah, we get a preview of this guy. Look at his freaking face, guys. He's serious as hell. He does not play. This guy does not play. On the top we get just his logo and his face right there, the Amazing Spider-Man. Look at that on the side though. Look at the freaking side image of Spider-Man looking freaking all flexible and sick. Spider-Man black costume right there. On the back, you know, we get a freaking the usual, the preview of the figure. This is what most companies do. They have the preview of what this thing is capable of on the back, and then we get a bunch of, is that Japanese or Chinese? I don't know. I'm racist. I wouldn't know. Yeah, that's gonna be it for the packaging, guys. Look at that. I love the previewing of this thing, and I love it. I love it, and I love it. Let's open this thing up, shall we? Alright, my boys, I just wanted to show off the freaking sick ass this interior design of this box. I mean, look, we have skyscrapers, black and white with the web. I mean, freaking sick as hell. Look how beautiful that is. Man, this thing looks so freaking clean, as you guys can see. I love how nice and matte, but also you can see that he has some like blue. I don't know if the camera catches that, but I mean, with my eyes I can clearly see that right here, like there is some bluish. But man, in person this thing is very impressive with the paint apps. I love how around the figure you can see the blue, like in the freaking comics, you know, like in the little comic book preview. I think he did have some, yeah, look, some blue, the shading. So yeah, I love how they captured that onto the figure, which is actually really sick. Design of this thing is just very clean. They didn't overdo it. He really reminds me a lot of the I don't know if you guys played the Shattered Dimension game where it had the Black Suit's Ultimate Spider-Man. He just reminds me a lot of that. I don't know, when I'm looking at him, all I can think of is of that guy, and maybe the body, and he's like slim and not too jacked and huge, you know. I really like it. Very nice. I like the blue on the feet. They look very clean. I like that. Oops, popped off. But yeah, I love that detail. I like how they didn't just paint black over it and they added the blue paint on the bottom, which is really sick. You know, you get the freaking wide eyes, the nice spider symbol on. I like it. It looks really sick and very nice. Well done. No, like, I can't really see any like smudges or like bad paint work. Very nice. Although I don't know if you guys can tell, but you can really tell these little, you know, like when they push the figure together, the little creases on the figure, you can really tell on this guy, like right there. I don't know if maybe somebody will have like a huge gripe with that, but me, I don't really mind. But I'm just pointing it out there. I'm just pointing it out for those who care about that kind of stuff. You know, I want to make sure I get everything on video and I talk about on these things so that when you make your purchase, you're not surprised when this guy comes with this little crease or this little thing when you move him, or you know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's what a review is about. You know, I'm showing this thing off, and it's very little, every little detail I'm showing off about this guy. But yeah, very nice design of this thing, and I love the blue accents, like the shading. I love it. This thing looks freaking sick. Very nice. Alright boys, let's get into the articulation of that we got the design of this thing out of the way. I mean, man, I just love looking at this thing, guys. Fudge. This guy's beautiful. But yeah, we're gonna start with the head. As always, he looks up amazing because he's the amazing Spider-Man, so everything about him is amazing. He's gonna look down just as well, and then side to side movement is gonna be not a problem at all. So neck articulation is on point, as he should be because he's Spider-Man. So his arms are gonna move up freaking so very nice and high with no issue. Down, and then we're gonna move him around, and we get the really very good butterfly joints. So he's gonna be able to hit those web slinging poses, you know, all those cool ass poses, because he is not hindered by bad design, thankfully, because I mean this guy is expensive, and like, you can't not mess up a Black Suit Spider-Man. He has to be peak, because if not, then it's just gonna be very disappointing for us fans, man. Freaking, oh man, I'm just looking at this thing while I'm posing him. He's so sexy, guys. Oh my god. But yeah, arm articulation is not gonna be a problem. We get a freaking hella nice armband. Hella nice armband. Bicep swivel. Ball peg. Freaking peg system right there for the hand. Is gonna be able to move very nicely. Ab movement is gonna be on point. No problem whatsoever. This thing will do it all, man. Look at that. He's gonna move back fucking so good. Look at that, guys. Amazing articulation on this thing. Freaking all the way back. Holy smokes. I'm very freaking surprised. And like very little gappage. And since he's black, like you can't really tell. So articulation is gonna be freaking amazing. The poses on this guy that you're gonna be able to do, and freaking, you know, take your little pictures, he's gonna be sick. Freaking diaphragm ab movement is not a freaking problem. He can do it all, and he's not even gonna have any squeakiness, any roughness. Like he's butter smooth when you move him around. Also be careful with this back plastic piece that gets stuck in between the freaking figure. Oh my god, I don't know if you can see that, but that's scary. Holy shit, be careful with that, guys. This is very soft and you don't want to mess it up. So make sure that you put it in place like that, and it doesn't like go over it and smudge your booty. So yeah, you want to make sure your booty looks very nice. Let's get back into the articulation, guys. Let's get into the legs now. I just had a crazy stutter. I hope I cut that out and you guys didn't hear, but that was a crazy stutter. But yeah, you're gonna be able to kick up fucking so well. Look at that. Back just as well. You're gonna be able to do the splits on them motherfuckers, and you're gonna be able to, yeah, forward splits. So yeah, leg articulation is no articulation is gonna be an issue on this guy. And he also has the drop down system. Forgot to mention that with these Mafex, so you get your the best posability. So yeah, you can hit those teledynamic poses with this guy, no problem. You'll be able to freaking do anything with this guy, honestly. Whatever pose you want is going to be capable. This guy is going to be capable of performing for you, because he's freaking peak. Mafex freaking has done it with this guy. freaking triple thumbs up with this guy. He is so freaking posable. No issue whatsoever. And he's so freaking like sexy. His design, his paint, everything about him is sick. Look at that, guys. I'm just freaking posing him out. He could do whatever he wants, guys. Whatever you want, he can do. You're not gonna have an issue with this thing. Is freaking peak, and it's so sick, so sick, guys. So sick. Let's get into the. Oops, be careful with that. But let's get into the accessories before we end this video. Alright, so getting into the accessories, wish that this guy came with like tendrils or something else, but you know, we get a fair amount of accessories. We get 6 different web shots right here, and they're very decent quality. And then we get this very nice head sculpt of Spider-Man with his mask down. I like that design, like decent normal design. Him with his beard. Yeah, I don't know the background of if this is the face he had on in the comics. I don't know what issue this could have came from, but yeah, this is what it looks like, and it's a very decent head sculpt. We do get 6 different pairs of hands, including the ones that Spider-Man already has on right now. So yeah, we get 6 different pairs. Very nice. And then we get magnetic feet and magnetic hands. So yeah, we get 2 different magnetic pairs of hands and feet that you can stick on your figure and allow him to do really cool shit that I will show off in this video later on. And then we get a backpack, which feels very soft and nice. So yeah, that's cool that we get that. And yeah, nothing else. You know, this is it for the accessories. All right, my boys, just want to show off how you swap the magnetic feet with the normal feet with the magnetic feet. You know, just in case, for those who don't know. But yeah, you pop off your feet just like that, very easily, and then your hands. And then also wanted to mention that a really cool thing is that the Mafex figures come with these little white poles that are plugged into the hands, which is really nice. You know, Tamashii Nations, they don't do that, so it's really cool that you get that. So yeah, this is what it looks like, which is really sick in my opinion. And yeah, same here, you just unplug them, and then boom, you make sure that you put them into the right side, you know, left with left, right with right, so you don't mess it up. Very easily, pops in very easily. So yeah, it's not gonna be an issue. You're not gonna have too much of a problem putting that thing in. There we go. And then now the hands. Oop, just plug him. Oh, wrong one. Just plug it in like so, very easily. And then there you go. Now you have your magnetic hands and your feet. So yeah, I will show how they work in just a sec. Also, I wanted to change the head into the angry face, so yeah. And I also wanted to put the backpack on, so we'll do that. Show off how to do that. And how are we gonna hold up? This is actually my very first time putting it on, so everything is live. There we go. There we go. We're gonna get it on right there. Be careful when you're putting this thing on. You don't want to snap the straps on the backpack. Come on. Damn, Spider-Man, you freaking shoulder pads, the shoulders, man, huge. All right, there we go. We got the backpack on like that. My boy is ready for school. All right, let's demonstrate these magnetic hands and feet in action, shall we? Let's demonstrate. So yeah, guys, my copy, unfortunately, the magnets came defective or something because they don't want to stick. They're really weak. So yeah, I mean, he's supposed to stick onto metal, but fortunately, not the case for mine. Alright guys, wrapping the video up, there's not much more I could say about this guy. This guy is freaking peak, you know. He comes with very nice accessories. You know, you get a stand with this guy. You get your money's worth. The only gripe I have with my figure is that the magnets came defective, so that really does suck, but it's not a huge deal, you know. I'm not a photographer. I'm not gonna be taking these pictures of my figures. So, and I just like playing with them. I'm just an autistic guy who likes to play with his toys. So yeah, if you're in the market for a black suit Spider-Man, get this guy, man. His paint apps are amazing. Sculpt is amazing. Freaking articulation is godly. Everything about this figure is just freaking amazing, and I'm in awe playing with this thing all the time. Um, Really, I can't get enough of this guy. Ever since I got him, I've just been playing with him every day. And yeah, this was actually a birthday gift to me, so even freaking more epic. So yeah, man, freaking, I'm so pleased with my figure. Please get yourself the black suit Mafex Spider-Man if you want a Spider-Man fig, man. Just get this thing. It's so freaking peak, guys. So yeah, it's gonna do it for this review, and I'll see you in the next one, guys. You take care. Peace out.